Hello and welcome to This Week on Tron, where I show you ways to keep your money out of the hands of those shitty governments. Alright, so this week in Tron, much better than last week. Got some new exciting projects. We've got two new exciting projects for you today. And also we're going to look at two long-lasting Dapps, money-making Dapps, which are still paying out. Okay. Today's headline, UME to the moon! Gaming on Tron for crypto. Nice. Score mill. What's going on there? Super chicken! Where to put your BTT. And off Tron, Wise token, it has begun. Right, so let's get straight into this. I did a video on this 2 days ago, and the token price of UME was 2575, and we've gone up on Tron. What's going on? So it's gone up to 3,132 for 1 UME. You want to be farming this, you can buy it also on USWAP, a new exchange which has opened. Usually on Tron, if you want to buy tokens, you're going to be using JustSwap, which is owned by Justin Sun. But USWAP is not owned by Justin Sun, which already there's maybe an advantage there. It has just been audited, which is great. And we're going to have a quick look at the short roadmap for this project. UME, what is it? UME is essentially a coin which you're going to want to get so that you can farm the second coin in the USWAP platform. UME would be the governance token, and they have another token called EFT, Eclipsity Finance Token. And that is going to be their main token. So what we're doing here is we're in early, this is early doors, to try and get, Jesus, someone's building outside. We're to try and get as many as the UME token, because next week they're going to be opening the mining for the EFT token. So the more UME you can acquire now, you can get EFT. The only way to get EFT when it comes out is by making a liquidity pool of TRX and UME. So that is what we're going to be doing next week. So right now what we're doing is trying to acquire as much UME as possible. There's two ways to acquire it. You can buy it for this much Tron for 1 token, but bear in mind that 3 days ago it was 40 TRX for 1 UME, and now it's 3,000. So buy at your own risk, because what goes up must come, yes. If you're enjoying this content and you like to find new ways to earn crypto, then please like this page and subscribe to my channel. This really helps me to be motivated to continue to research these projects and give you some advice, even though it's not financial advice, just, you know the drill. So I've been mining this for the past 2 days. We're going to go in and just have a look at how that's going. So here we have the mining pools. All the links for this I'll leave in the description. So we have 2 pools. We have the Tether and TRX pool and the UME TRX pool. The Tether TRX pool is about a fifth as slow as the UME TRX pool. Safer, but slower. So for example, this page you always have to refresh to see what's actually going on here. I've put about 5,000 Tron into this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to harvest, and then I'm going to restake into the pool to show you how we're doing this, okay? We go this one, and we're going to go to claim, and I'm going to claim out this amount of UME. UME. Thank you very much. And then we're going to go into this pool, and we're going to claim this UME. Okay. I think this is about 150 TRX, maybe 200 TRX. Again, you want to check that it's gone through, then just refresh the page and it should pop up. Yeah, so it's been taken out. So now I have the UME and I want to go back into USWAP. You cannot use JustSwap for UME. It is not on JustSwap. And a little bit of information, it's very hard to get on USWAP for a coin. If we look at the coins that are actually available these days, we do not have so many. Notice there are no double fake coins. Like generally on JustSwap, you're going to find you're going to type in the token you want, you're going to find 4 or 5 other copies which are not actually the coin. This cannot happen on USWAP because everything has to be cleared by the developing team. More about them later. Let's quickly just have a look there. So that was kind of some overnight staking, and it's 120 TRX. Okay, so I'm looking about 200 to 300 TRX daily that I'm making in UME. Now, there's different strategies for how you want to profit from this. Because the UME token is the initial coin and we're trying to get the EFT next week, the clearest strategy would be to hold the UME as much as you can and keep super compounding it into the liquidity pool to get more UME, and then stake it for the EFT, hoping that the EFT will be worth so much in value that the investment you put into UME is worth it. Another option for the safer hands would be to half the profit. So say I've got 38 here, so we go down to 18. I take out my 58 TRX, I put it in the bank, and then I use that to compound the rest of the UME. Therefore, you're not going to get as burned if the price of the token does tank. Both are pretty good strategies. I am going to continue to super compound as fast as possible. So because I want to super compound it, I'm going to go into USWAP up here to liquidity, and we are going to add some liquidity. So we go add here, and I'm going to go max. I'm going to supply it. Confirm supply. I've been asking around about impermanent loss. It happens a lot on JustSwap. And it means, for example, I've put in the UME and the TRX, obviously the TRX being the more reliable of the token because it's older and it kind of stays around about the same amount of money. It doesn't moon so high, it doesn't sink so low, you know. In impermanent loss, what would happen is that your UME, if the value starts to fall, would start to eat away at your TRX, making the overall value of the coin that you have being less. But I don't know if this happens on this platform or not yet. The jury's out on that one. Anyway, so I have my liquidity, and we select in here. Should be there. Yeah, so I take the stake. You don't want all these long numbers, it won't go through, so you just cut it down to 2 is fine, and then you stake your liquidity pool tokens in here. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so my plan is for now I'm going to be super compounding with an eye on the price. If I see the price start to kind of top out, then I'm going to start taking half and putting it into TRX. That is my plan. Hope I don't get wrecked. Okay, so that's gone through. Now I just have a tiny bit here, which I probably can't put in because the decimals are too low, and it doesn't really matter. So that is that mining away. Because the price is continuing to rise, I'm going to stick with this strategy. Let's have a look at the plan for UME. You notice up here in the top left, it says ecpect. Well, this isn't a new development team. If we look over here to a very well-known and reliable, sustainable Dapp called Tron Chain. This has been around for yonks on Tron. It pays out. It's never rug pulled. And it is actually, if we go to our support team down here, we'll find we're being sent to ecpect tech support team. So the guys running Tron Chain are a partner of the UME token development. Okay, so Tron Chain is a pretty good earner actually. I've never really gone into it, but a lot of people have spoken about it. What you want to do is you want to take as little as 100 of your TRX, you put it into the site, and it will drip back 1% every day of your investment, up to 360% back. So if I put 100 TRX in, within 1 year I would get back 360 TRX. You put 1,000 in, you would get 3,600. If you put 10,000 in, you would get 36,000. That is the basics of it, very slow drip. The more partners you can find by using referral links, and the referral links that your partners will use to get other people involved in the project means that you will slowly start to grow a higher return rate on your investment. That is essentially how it works. I'll leave the link for this in the description if you want to check it out. People have been profiting from this for months and months, and I'm sure now it's going to continue to be even more successful because it's tied now to an actual plan, a developing plan. Before we move on to the next story, I want to read through a little bit about what we are dealing with here. This came out this morning, just 2 hours ago. Keep in mind that only USDT and UME TRX pools are open for trading until we announce new pools. So for now, there's only 2 pools. If you wish to stake and earn UME, the governance token of USWAP, you can do so in 2 ways. You can, number 1, add liquidity, how I just showed you, or number 2, buy a small amount of UME on USWAP. There's only 11,000 tokens on USWAP, and add the UME and TRX as liquidity to the pool. So there's 2 ways. You either go in with Tether to get it, or you have to buy it and then pair it with TRX to mine it. And here they're talking about how they're going to be opening other pools for other coins which are in their USWAP interface. So they're using KLV as an example here. A pool can be opened multiple times. So when one is emptied, they will open another one with a higher yield. Notice here, higher yield. So for now, there's these 2 pools with quite slow yield, which means the token price is going to stay high. When they open the pools again with a higher yield, of course, that will mean that the token price will begin to fall. But this ensures that volume and liquidity is being added to USWAP. The more liquidity, the more users, the more fee revenue to all of you who provide liquidity to the pools on USWAP. So they're thinking that by slowly increasing the yield of these farms, they're going to be able to maintain the token price at a high value. USWAP is unique and differs from Uniswap because it has a whitelist, a list of coins which they agree will be allowed on the platform, and a list of coins which they blacklist and do not allow on. They use here SharkTron as an example, who rug pulled a few weeks ago. They were on JustSwap, there were many copy coins, and there was the actual SharkTron 3 coins, all of which were scams, but Justin Sun just let them on the platform anyway. So they don't want this to happen on USWAP. They're trying to ensure your safety to bring back trust to Tron. Thank you. In a few weeks, a secondary DeFi farming project will be launched. So this is a few weeks from now, will be EFT, Liquidity Finance Token, with a small supply of only 35,000 tokens, maybe going up to 65,000. That's a tiny supply. EFE will be the governance token of the entire Eclipsity ecosystem for all upcoming DeFi and more, and will have a tremendous power to control the profit allocation in the Eclipsity ecosystem. EFT will start with 1 pool, which will be UME and TRX to get it. So this is why you need the UME to get the most valuable coin in their ecosystem, EFT. They already have 330,000 members over the past 4 months and now are deploying verified, audited, and trusted projects with a massive demand behind. Their advice for how to mine is mining UME is profitable. Using the UME to mine more UME is even more profitable. Holding that UME and using it for the Genesis mining for EFT is even more profitable. By knowing this and working together as a community, like we have done for 4 months already, this will result in huge awareness and huge demand for UFE because everyone wants to get the EFT. So, if 90% of us hold and mine more and use that to mine UME, this will mean that both tokens will, in essence, be valuable. They also are going to open a lending project similar to Compound on Ethereum. They're building an entire ecosystem and they want to be the #1 platform on Tron. All in all, this is exciting. For the way I take this really is that although right now the price of UME is ridiculously high, especially for Tron, this does mean that the price of UME will sharply fall, probably just before the EFT pools are opened. But you need the UME to get the EFT. So this is really a game of chicken. How much UME can you mine before the EFT token comes out? And how long are you going to hold your UME while the EFT is being mined? So EFT will probably be mooning while UME will be falling. This is going to be a tricky situation. To take a look at what could happen, let's have a look at Bankroll, okay? So Bankroll introduced their farming with really high APY, which is different to USWAP already. USWAP's APY is pretty slow, which I'm okay about. Bankroll has two tokens. Their main token, Banker token, and their farming token, Banker X. Banker X was released at a high price and has been quite quickly depreciating in value over time. Every day actually is going down by about another TRX. I have kind of been trapped into farming this now because I need to ROI before I start kind of selling it off. But people inside the bankroll community, they think that the value of Banker X doesn't matter because you're going to be profiting from it anyway as long as you continue mining it. Let me explain. For example, so say right now you think I want to buy one UME, so you pay 3,500 TRX for your UME, okay? And from that 3,000 TRX, you manage to mine one more UME, meaning that you have two UME. So this would be mined, this would be bought, this would be total. So here I'm going to put the token value, okay? Because, you know, this is going to happen. It always happens on Tron. So the token value will begin to dip. So you bought it at 3,000, but now 3,500, but now the token has dipped down to 2,500. Okay. You continue to mine, and you have mined one more token for your 2,500. So now you have three tokens. Your three tokens will now be worth 7,500. You have bought for 3,500. The token drops again down to 2,000. You have mined one more token. You have four tokens at 2,000. That is 8,000. Okay. The token price drops again to, say, we drop down to 1,500. Everyone is panicking. Oh my God! Sell, sell, sell! What's going on? You have now mined 5 tokens. Your 5 tokens are worth 7,500. The token price drops again to 1,000. Yeah, everyone is giving up on this now. You've now mined 6 tokens. You've got 6,000. The token price drops again to 750, but you now have 7 tokens. Probably as well, this rate of acquiring tokens will increase as the token price is falling. So there we have 750 times 7 is 5,250. Okay, so you are still in profit from your initial investment of 3,500, even as the price falls. Say now you've mined 15 tokens, but the price has got down to 400. This might be more accurate. Then we are up again to 6,000. So as the mining speed is increasing, if you continue to hold, you might come out actually on top. This is the strategy for Banker X token. As you can see here now, it's worth 5 TRX. Even 3 days ago, it was worth 8 TRX. That's what I'm doing on Banker Farm. I'm just claiming my Banker X and I'm just throwing it back into the high yield farm, with the idea that eventually, once I've acquired a lot of Banker X, I'm going to actually come out slightly in profit as opposed to losing. The idea being, because Bankroll is a sustainable project, has been running for a long time, I should be able to come out on top by just not panic selling and getting wrecked. Okay, that is my plan for UME. Of course, if the price begins to tank way faster than this, for example, if we're going to start, like, say, if we're going to go down not 2,500, we're going to drop down to 1,000, and you've only got 3 tokens, you're already in loss. So yeah, we'd be down to 3,000 and you're already out of your initial investment. If that happens, then there's a hole in the ship and everyone's going to have to jump. So really, it's the key is a slow decline in token price and a higher increase in the amount of yield you can get from the UME token after the EFT comes out. At the moment, though, we are definitely in the stage of acquiring as much UME as possible until next week when the EFT comes out. This is not financial advice. This is just my thinking. If you're interested in doing this, do your own research, of course. Find your own strategy and try stick to it. If you stick to your own strategy, you should be able to come out on top. Score Milk. What's going on here? Score Milk. Gaming on Tron for crypto. This is Score Milk. It is a brand new platform which is not yet really out. It's still in the testing phase, but you can find their token here on USWAP. I've bought some just because it's new and I just see what's happening. At the moment, one milk is 3.8 TRX. So I bought a small bag of 13 and I'm just going to hold until the platform is released and see what kind of speculation pump I can get on it. What is Score Milk? First, great illustrations. Fantastic. Score Milk is a gaming ecosystem that allows gamers to test their abilities while allowing game developers to monetize their games. Everyone earns. So the gamers will play for crypto, milk token crypto, which you can then sell into TRX or Tether or even Bitcoin on USWAP. At the moment, they have one game to try and show you an example of what you can do. It's pretty much like Flappy Bird. Everyone earns. So the game developers earn and the gamers earn. How gamers are going to earn is, say the pool for the game is 100%. The winner of the game that they play will get 95% of the tokens. The loser will get 5% of the tokens. And you're going to play against real people, not against a machine. So I'm sure a lot of you are used to rolling the dice on BETFURY, but you're rolling against a computer. And this is designed so that eventually, because it's an online casino, the house will always win. But what they're trying to do over on Score is, by taking out the idea of playing against a computer, means that you're always playing against real people, which means that the customer, the investor, always wins. They're also going to have staking. I love me some staking. They're going to have staking on the site for Milk Token. This is not yet released. The staking is not yet released. Turning your gaming skills into money. If we went onto their roadmap, you would see that they're now at the 0.0 stage of their development. So that's the very beginning. The first step was putting the token on USWAP and making this game. So here we have payments in and out of TRX for the game. They've got some chat rolling up here, and you can choose how much TRX you want to play for. See, it's not even counting my milk yet, but I did buy the right token. Well, I hope. Because actually, the problem with USWAP of always is, I type in milk, what we got? Look at that. Arseholes. Already have 4 milks. So on USWAP, you're not going to get this. Let's have a look at the other milks. I was pretty sure I got the right one. What? This milk's worth 9 TRX. What's this milk worth? This milk's worth 6. Well, I'm going to have to go back and check I've got the right milk. I used the token they put on the site though, so anyway, yeah, so this is Flappy Bird, so let's play. We go in for 10 TRX, and we press play. You're going to hit the space bar. Two! Nice! So, that is the game. Fantastic. Oh, I get to play again. Okay. Maybe every time I play him. Two! So, actually, I don't really enjoy computer games. I like money. So that is what Score is going to be about. Hopefully the games are a lot more advanced than this kind of thing. I'm actually going to quickly go in and see if I have the right token for USWAP address. I really hope I do have the right token address. Yes, I do. Thank goodness. I almost lost my 40 TRX. This is extremely early days for this project. Yeah, I'm just taking a gamble by buying some and seeing if it will pump. I'll leave the link for all the platforms I talked about in my description. But yeah, subscribe to this channel if you appreciate this content. It really does motivate me to create more videos and to research new projects. Moving on, we have the Super Chicken. Okay, I did a video on this 2 days ago, just as I went into the platform to let you guys know about it. So far I've got 32,000 chickens and I'm making 23,000 eggs. I actually forgot to go into the auction yesterday. Oops. I was a bit busy. So I'm going to go in double today for the auction. My maths from the last video actually kind of worked out quite well. That from my 600 TRX investment, I added another 300. So I've got 900 TRX invested in this now. And from my maths, it's going to take me about 18 days to ROI on Super Chicken. So I'll be doing that, and then after that, I'm going to start Super Combine into this to try and get as many chickens as possible. It's pretty cute but ridiculous platform, but really easy to use. And the highest benefit of this is the long life that it's been running on. Already running for over 4 months. Without any issues or problems. So there's an old community and a new community, all who are benefiting from a fair and reliable payout structure. What do? You buy your chickens here by investing TRX. Your chickens you will never get back. So the TRX you invest is gone into the platform. In exchange, they give you eggs, which your chickens will produce every day. As you can see here, my eggs counter is running up. And I will sell my eggs daily into the auction. So you put the money in here, buy, and then you sell into the auction. When I sell into the auction, let me sell these eggs. I'll show you. So we take my 28,000 eggs. So busy chickens. And I'll sell them into the auction in case I forget again. Okay, so that has gone through. And now you will see the auction ends in 10 hours. There are 28,000 eggs that I've put in. In total, there's 17 million eggs in the auction. We're getting 0.09 TRX per egg. So I like this platform also because it's very easy, even for a retard mathematician like myself. We have 28,000 eggs in at the moment. I will put more in, and I'm going to times that by 0.009, and that equals 252 TRX, but there's still 10 hours left to go. The more eggs that are put into this auction, the less your eggs are going to be worth. That's why generally it seems like it's ending up about 18 days to ROI. But if some people like me forget to put your eggs in, you're going to get more of this TRX pool. The TRX pool is reducing over time. Or maybe it's increasing depending on how much TRX is being put into the pool. That is Super Chicken. Very nice. Super Chickens is my DApp of the week. Good job, Super Chickens. Keep being super. Next news story. I'm sure you've all been playing this wheel on BetFury. BetFury is a great platform for earning crypto. If you're not in it, links in the description. I've got a bunch of videos on it. Go check them out. So you spin this wheel and you can win different amounts of crypto. I'm sure loads of you have landed on BTT token. BitTorrent token is a Tron token and it is almost completely worthless. I've got another 55 today. Fantastic. And you're thinking what to do, where to put my BTT token. Do I sell them for nothing? Or for example, what you do, you go here, you want to withdraw for free your BTT. Okay, so let's just withdraw it. So success, I've moved out of BetFury. And then you're going to go to this website, TRONDASH. And actually here you can stake your BTT and earn more. So I think I made 500 BTT from this BetFury wheel, and I'm just throwing them all into this BTT bank to earn a little bit more BTT. So I'll leave the link for this in the description if that's something, or you could sell them for like 560 BTT is worth about $0.1. Like that's how crap this coin is. Maybe one day it will pump. So until then, I'm just going to hold it and keep it in here and try and see if I can earn some more from it. An update on my mining on BITLAND. This is the BITLAND mining site. A reminder to everyone, I put 195 TRX into this 4 weeks ago, and I've just been compounding every time that the TRX or the Bitcoin, which have also been running because it moons, so it seems a bit more profitable using Bitcoin actually. When you reach a certain amount, you can reinvest it into the platform. getting more gigahash and speeding up your mining. And now I'm running at about 60 TRX a day, which is about 4,000 satoshis. And I want to try and get up to 100 per day, so I think I need to get to 5,000 gigahash, maybe 6,000 gigahash to reach that point. So all I'm doing is, you can see here, if I can get to the next level, I'm at level 1.3, I need to put in another $8.35. I just click this here and I reinvest, getting 510 more gigahash. And now I have $8 more to go, and I have 40,050. I'm going to stop the TRX actually because I want to mine Bitcoin. It actually pays out much faster. So let's start up the Bitcoin engine. The gigahash works on all of these. You can just choose which one you want to mine and continue to reinvest until you get up to a speed where you can begin to withdraw. Easiest way to withdraw is that you need to get 200 TRX to withdraw, or you need about 50,000 satoshis to withdraw. So of course I'm going to be withdrawing in TRX. That is the plan. But I'm going to speed it up with the Bitcoin because it is much faster. I'm getting a much better return. The last news story for today, I'm going to pop off of Tron, even though this is this week on Tron, and we're going to go and we're going to have a look at Wise Token. Wise Token is a staking platform on Tron, and it is finally beginning. So what's happening here now, the reservation for day one finished yesterday. Day one is now closed. All the ETH that's been put into here, we have now almost 7,000 ETH, which is about coming close to $3 million now. Nuts. In this liquidity pool that they're building. I had put in 0.6 ETH into this, and there was 5 million Wise available. And I had 0.09% of the share after the day was closed because 645 ETH were put into day one alone. I did some maths, which means that my Wise is, from this day, I'm going to get 4,500 Wise token from this day, if my maths is correct. Today, day two is closing, and I have a small share of 0.3 in this day. It's closing. Day three, I do not have, and I'm probably going to go into it tomorrow. As each day closes, you will get a percentage of your Wise. The game is finally running. So you have 50 days of reservation, each day getting either 5 million Wise or different random amounts on the colored boxes. I'll leave the link for this in the description. I also have a very in-depth video called The Pros and Cons of Wise Token that you can check out to see if this is a platform that you think is for you. It's definitely for me. I'm very excited about this one. I just want something I can trust. Okay, thanks very much for joining me today on This Week in Tron. Have a great day wherever you are. Look after yourself. Be good to other people. Peace. Don't get wrecked.